Hello, my noble band of outlaws. Outlaw Samurai coming at you live with a video. Alright, so I was just in my local Sam's Club picking up some meat and potatoes for a dish I'm going to make. And again, I'd like to say thank you to all my noble outlaws who have made it possible for me to get to 1,000 subscribers. And while this is not the celebratory video, this is kind of a 2-for-1 video, a thank you video plus a food tasting video. We have the seasoned rotisserie chicken fully cooked Members Mark. Now, I'm kind of an unofficial chicken connoisseur of myself when it comes to rotisserie chickens, as I have pretty much eaten every kind of rotisserie chicken I can get my hands on, from Walmart to Kroger's to now I'm about to try this one. So without further ado, don't you probably shouldn't, let's get started. First thing I notice, it smells decent, but there's some lacklusterness in this chicken. For one, the skin is not as brown as the Walmarts or the Kroger's. So it's going to lose some points on the skin brownness, because I like that nice dark brown skin. It also said it was seasoned. I'm not seeing a whole lot of seasoning. So far, the Walmart chicken also wins out in that regard. I will say this is obviously a very tender bird, as the entire leg construction came apart just now. So let's try the skin. Yeah. No. That's bad skin. Now, me personally, I don't like eating chicken skins because of how gummy they taste. Unless they're crispy. If the skin is like nice and crispy, like when I pinch the skin and it crunches like a cracker, I like eating that. Or a little skin off the leg. But this skin's just not doing it for me. Also, they say this is seasoned, but I'm not tasting any real seasoning here. If anything, the only flavor this has is your classic chicken flavor. Maybe a pinch of salt and a very, that's bone, modest pinch of black pepper. And some of you are going to say, well, Outlaw, it's only natural that it's not going to be seasoned out the hell. And I disagree. Because the rotisserie chickens that Kroger's and Walmart offer, they have far more seasoning than this, especially the lemon pepper chicken that Walmart offers. Now, argumentably, this is like $5. This is a $5 chicken. unlike the $8 and $7 ones at Walmart and Kroger's. So while it may be easier on the wallet, that does not make up for it with me in terms of its flavor. I'd rather pay that extra couple of dollars and get well-seasoned chicken than something that tastes like the only seasoning that it has came from the drippings from all the other chickens, like the fat drippings and such. I will give them points on how tender the meat is, because it is literally pull off the bone tender. Most of the time when I pull a chicken leg off of a rotisserie chicken, the only thing that comes off is the leg. So it does win some points in the tenderness category. And like I said, it's not a bad chicken. But me personally, knowing what I know now, the next time if I was to eat this, I might have a bottle of all seasoning salt with me. Make sure I have a bottle of all seasoning salt handy. And I don't want people to think that, oh, Outlaw being snobbish because he likes more expensive chicken. No, I like cheap chicken, but I like cheap, flavorful chicken. And I'm honest. If I don't like something, I say I don't like it. But now we're moving into something that really makes or breaks a chicken. And that is how tender the breast meat is. Now, for those of you who don't know, the reason breast meat dries out very fast when you cook it is because it's a light meat. There's not as much intermuscular fat in the breast meat as there is in the thigh meat of the chicken. And you can tell the full quality of a rotisserie chicken just by how the breast meat turned out. Because dark meat is more, I should say, almost open-minded or more generous in its cooking times and temperatures. And it won't dry out as quickly as the breast meat. This breast meat seems to have a good amount of juice left in it. Very juicy. And quite tender. So, with all that said, what do I rate this Sam's Club chicken? Well, I really need to get some napkins for this truck again. In terms of its seasoning, it gets a 4. I'm sorry, 4 is me being generous with personal biases. That I don't want to just completely rat on it. But without my personal biases, in terms of its seasoning, to me, it's a 3. The only seasonings that I can taste is chicken fat, like regular old chicken fat, and maybe a pinch of salt. And it needs far more seasoning, in my opinion. You need some black pepper, some onion, some garlic. Hell, maybe throw some chives on top. Alright? And that may be getting a little fancy, but still. I like flavor. Flavor! Alright? Flavor savor! But hey guys, with the seasoning out of the way, how would I rate the meat? Well, with my personal biases, in terms of its tenderness and juiciness, I'd give it an 8. And this is only because, in terms of tenderness, the Walmart chicken inches out a little bit higher at a 9. Kroger sits at a good 8.5 with my personal biases. Without my personal biases, this will get a 7 in terms of its tenderness, because I've had rotisserie chicken that have been more tender than this, to the point where I didn't even need to chew some of the meat. All I had to do was just put it in my mouth and it fell apart instantly. So, on its tenderness, it gets a 7 without my personal biases, and 8 with my personal biases. But let me know what you think, my noble band of outlaws, if you've ever had Sam's Club chicken, if you think I was a little too harsh. Last time with the pretzel, I went like on a full-on rant kind of deal, but I'm not going to lie, when I heard pizza pretzel, I thought the pretzel would be stuffed with like either marinara or mozzarella. Like it would have been like a pizza-shaped pretzel kind of thing, or a pizza made with pretzel dough. I literally thought that at the time. I didn't realize that it was just a pretzel covered in cheese. But, as I said before, let me know down in the comments below what you think. Again, I'd like to say thank you to all of you who've helped me reach 1,000+ subscribers. And until next time, I know we'll band of outlaws. Outlaw Samurai tells all y'all be crazy rednecks. Be safe and use your weapons. I'm out. Peace. And this may be one of the last videos done in the old chariot, because, like I said in my post earlier, she's getting up there. Getting time to replace the old girl. Don't want to, but I don't have much of a choice. So until next time, I'm out. Peace.